I've never seen something like this. I've never seen something like this. Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Behind me are a bunch of storage units. I bought another storage unit here. This one was actually a drive, so I'm hoping it did. Hope I did all right. So I spent 90 bucks on it. I got outbid on a couple other units today, which had more like housework kind of stuff, a little bit local. So decided to spend 90 bucks on this. I thought the other ones were way too out of my price range, and hopefully this is all right. So there's gonna be a lot of scrap. I think what it is, the guy, his whole garage was just kind of thrown into this unit, but we'll see what we find, and hopefully it's a good one. 5x10, 90 bucks, banded storage unit, bought at auction. Let's make it a good one. Let's do it. A little dirty. A little dirty is right, but I bought this unit. I did like some things about it. I like that was a 5x10. I like that you saw a trail cam right here. This is an older advertisement box. I couldn't tell if these were advertisement boxes or they were just, I don't know, just boxes. That doesn't have a lid. This actually crushed on top. Oh, there's an ammo case in there. So I was thinking this is probably the guy's stuff out of his garage, and they just threw it into a storage unit. So I think there's going to be a decent amount of scrap out of this, but at the same point, there might be a handful of tools and other oddball stuff. So let's start diving in and see what we can get. Now I am working kind of on a time crunch. I have 2 hours to clean out this unit, so no dilly-dallying. What I figure is going to be a lot of this kind of stuff, like just random hardwares. Random hardwares. Whole bunch of nails. Or should I say staples? Texas Instrument calculator. It's a TI-85. TI-85. Didn't even know they made TI-85s. I'm really thinking that's what happened here. Now, some of the stuff I will have. This is a Zippo container. Oh, it's in there. Near a giant Zippo. I'm going to try to figure out the lighting the best way possible for this. Because it looks like right now you're not seeing anything. There we go. Maybe I have to do it to the side. Bear with me here. I feel rushed, while at the same time I want to make sure I hit some of the high points here. So this is going to definitely be one of those units where I'm going to have to go through everything at home. The fact that this was mixed into a box that looks like that can be very concerning. This is all plumbing fittings. Unfortunately, I don't see brass in here. I see one piece that... that's a... I don't even know what that's from. So this is the one with the advertisement that I thought would probably have more advertisement. That looks like a 7-Up logo on the side. It says Confair on that side. So I was thinking, with that, you usually find a couple more like that. I was hoping some of these crates were advertisement. They do have some branding on them, but they're nothing like the other one. These usually are filled with nails, but usually I get 10 bucks for these older ones. We'll see if this is filled up. Maybe it's full of ammo. Like tools. Yeah, a couple tools. I get 10 bucks for the crate. Just like probably get 10 bucks for that crate. Hopefully by being to the side for this one, you guys aren't too weirded out. I feel like that might be the best way for this video. These are just other fittings and items. More plumbing. Literally everything out of the garage. Lots and lots of rust to go through. I do see some brass. So that's a little brass hose. There's another calculator. Guy must have liked doing his math. Maybe. Interesting way to store stuff. Guy must have been a... Can you see it? Guy must have been a Giants fan. There you go. Baseball. There's a pocket watch here, but it's a newer one, modern. Alright, I got this little drawer thing here. There's a hose. Guy needed a hose all year and finally just bought one from Home Depot. That one doesn't really like to open. Why is that? That's, I think, for lock picking. And you got all your locks, or your keys. Little screws. I think that's for air. Like basketballs, batteries. Yeah, it's like his workshop. I'm wondering if the guy was a scrapper or what. I don't know if we're going to find... Oh, I see a toolbox. I see a couple toolboxes right here. Judging based off of the other tools I've found so far, I assume they're probably going to be very used. Another trail cam. So actually, there's a safe hiding back there, but it looks like it's open. I wonder how heavy that safe is. This might be Milwaukee Tools toolboxes. That is a... How am I going to get that off? How is that in there? Must have a magnet? Huh. Oh, it's magnetic. I was like, that's one hunk of brass. It's Craftsman. Couple toolboxes. There's that safe I was talking about down there. That's going to be fun to lift by myself. Alright. Keep moving along. I thought that was brass. It's going to be a big chunk of money right there. Oh, it's got a really strong magnet. Nah, it wouldn't be a storage unit without a Keurig. It's kind of odd. Some home good stuff in here. You guys are pretty good with letting me know what things have come off of. What things are. This has an opening window right here. I'm wondering if it's almost like a mailbox. It's made of wood. Kind of neat. Unfortunately, it's missing everything else. You guys will see what I see. Of course they're not in there. Alright. Kind of feels like money. Ooh, not money. Jewelry. It's pretty dirty. No, no, you can't even see it. Did you see that? Hopefully you saw that. It's old jewelry. Can't even see it too well. It's jewelry. It's going up front. I guess we should probably start looking through some of these toolboxes. I uncovered some more over here on the right side. I am kind of skipping a lot of these trays of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of random like lock boxes. Holy keys. You see all of them. Oh, that's a really nice one. But yeah, what is that one? Sargent and Company. Sergeant. Now that's a collection of keys. And shotgun shells, 12 gauge. I've never seen a shell like that. What is it? Explosive, do not hold in hand. Alright, well, let's put that right back there. I've never seen something say that. Let's also not try crushing that. I mean, explosive, do not hold in hand. I'm literally holding it. I've also never seen a shotgun shell look like that, so I don't know what that's really for. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of bypassing, like, showing you guys random stuff like this, because it's literally just scrap metal. And down here, it's more just, you know, like, that must have scrapped. But there are oddball things, like this is a keg tap for Yuengling. It's a little disgusting, but yeah, I'm just really bypassing a lot of this kind of stuff. I don't think you guys want to see it. I got to see what's in these toolboxes. What's in the safe? I just think I see an AT&T thing. There's a piece of furniture. I don't know if it's I think it's a side table. Let's see what's in this one. Yeah, the guy must have done scrap. I mean, these are just, it's like, who would save this stuff? This is just white metal. And all your cut-off wheels. What's this guy? Kind of looks old. Doesn't have any feet. Have to do a Google search. I'll actually put him aside because I don't want to lose him. He might be nothing. Kind of looks like King Kong. I think I'm down to an hour and 30 minutes now, so I gotta get this all out. An hour 30 minutes. I think it's possible. Yeah. Like oddball brass pieces in there. Doorknobs. Actually super heavy. I wish that one piece that was right here was solid brass. That would have been like 30 bucks. Alright. Aside from the safe, I don't think anything's super heavy. So far all these toolboxes I've found are filled with tools, just nothing too spectacular. So, a lot of dollar tools mixed in with probably won't sell for $1 tools. I haven't found any Snap-on yet. We got some artwork. Get up, get it. Get up and get it. Alright. What is this guy? Like that. Oh wow, all your letters. For a sign. Or your numbers, I should say. Not your letters. It's almost look like the numbers that they put on electric poles. Have you ever seen those? I don't know what those numbers mean, but they're there. Let's see what's in this box. More tools and tool-related items. Yeah, jumper cables down there. I see some hose nozzles over there on the left. Battery for a Cobalt. Gotta find something that's not tool related. Got some boots. Oh, these are, who makes these? Let's see what they make. Who the makers are on these. It says on the back. Yunza who make. Oh, that's who makes them. Looks like a lawnmower back there. I think it's a Mets t-shirt. What in the world's that? I'll show you that in a second. It's a hard drive. It's a scale. So random. Who knows if this works? It's Street Fighter. That's so random. It's like, this is one of those things, like, I'm going to go home and I'm going to find a gem out of nowhere. One of those boxes, they had a, I think it was the one with the jewelry. It had a collector's cardboard piece for a collector's coins, like silver coins. So they could be anywhere. They could not even be here, but it's one of those units where you're going to have like a $20 or $50 item mixed in with $3 worth of scrap bolts, you know. Let's use on the Met shirt. No one on the back. Can't even see the front. Gotta figure out this lighting situation. Let's see what's in the safe. Nothing great in the safe. Nope, nothing in there. Alright. Well, could have clickbait this whole video about a safe, but... Alright. Good news. Odd news. The lady here who works there, just one of those like satellite storage facilities where the person who's the manager here doesn't work here for like 12 hours a day or 10 hours a day. They work here like 3 days a week, and it's by appointment only. So, long story short, even a longer story short, they gave it back by deposit before I even cleaned out the unit. And they said, take your time, get done with it, hopefully today at some point, but you're good to go. So I promised her that I would take everything, like I said, but now I don't feel like I have to be out here in literally an hour and 5 minutes, which I don't think would be an issue, but it's definitely something that gotta be wary of. I don't think the other units that sold today, I don't think they showed up. So that is all, looks like tap and die tools. I don't think that's the stuff that has carbide. That's actually an oddball piece. What is this thing? This is Jaw Manufacture Company. Made in USA. That's actually a cool looking piece. New thread, 2832. See, pieces like this I put aside and try looking up. Some of these in here, they're not like chisels. That's not going to really sell well. I mean, I sell at the flea market, but it's not going online. But something like this, I mean, how many of these probably exist in the world? Can't even see it. Probably not that many. So I'll have to look up some of this oddball stuff. I'm really shocked that there's all these like toolboxes in here. Like, these things obviously were in the front. This is what I was really thinking was in the unit. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of stuff is more just like lower end scrap value stuff. But I just broke the handle. Oh, it's full. When I say lower end scrap value stuff, what I'm meaning is like the screws and bolts and stuff like that. But like the wrenches, as long as they're not like super rusty, you might be alright. I'm surprised we haven't found anything super crazy. I'm going to have to use 2 hands for that. Then we got a couple toolboxes. But what I was kind of getting at is, a lot of times when you find tools and units, holy smokes. A lot of times, no, brand was named Yukon. A lot of times if you have tools and units, the units will go for a crazy amount of money. What are we thinking with this one? I'm thinking wrenches. Gloves. Mallet. This is probably why it's so heavy. This thing probably weighs 5 pounds in itself. We'll take that out. That's all sockets. Now, what brand are we working? That's Craftsman. That's a deep socket. So, some Craftsman. That's Taiwan. SK, another Craftsman. Sometimes these swivel ones are usually snap-on. Don't ask me how that usually happens, but it does. Don't see a name on it. So that is that. These are all wrenches. What's in the paper? Forged. There's a lot of wrenches there. But people might not know, like, Snap-on's the best brand. I don't see any here. I see mixed brands. There's DeWalt. That's actually an odd looking one. the swivel top. But like something like this, it's so unique. This thing right here, it could be like 15 bucks used. You know, it's such a there's a bunch of them. Is this also? Yeah, that's also another DeWalt one. I'm not a complete expert with all of them. It must be a whole set. But like this toolbox alone, yeah, more so. I'll have to. I go through every single one and check if there's any snap-on. This is Pittsburgh, which is Harbor Freight. That's another Pittsburgh. That's a size 32. But this one right here, probably get loaded like this, close to 100 bucks, I would think. I sell a lot of these tools for $1 a piece. A lot of these wrenches are pretty good. What I will do is like these will just get thrown away, or I'll put them in a 2 for $1 pile. But I won't keep them together with all the ones that are nice and shiny, because if you do that, you kind of lower the value on all these shiny ones. It says USA on one side. This is SK. It's a nice mini one. But you get rid of all the junk, and you'll do just fine. Next one, what are we thinking? Probably impact gun, driver, screwdriver. Now, more wrenches. And more wrenches. There's some Craftsman stuff in there. I see Husky on the top left. It has serious tools. I might imagine, like, that's pretty heavy. Imagine that guy is full of that. I was thinking to myself, maybe I'll run this through the auction. Have a big tool auction. I don't know if this stuff is, there's not value there, but there is a lot of tools. The clips on these are completely gone. Let's see what's in the next one. Oh, not too heavy. Bigger tools. Milwaukee, there you go. See, that's a good brand. It's a big screwdriver. Lots of good flea market merch. I might have to make a run up to the flea market by me. The scheduling of this isn't the best, because tomorrow actually I go trash picking. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to get this off my van. It would be nice if I could just, well, I kind of want to research stuff. Say it'd be nice if I can just go to a flea market tomorrow, but that ain't gonna happen. Flea market's not even open tomorrow. That almost looks like a piece to a ship. Oh no, I think it's part of that. It's a fan. Is that a slot car? Or not a slot car, a derby car? Does that look like a derby car to you? Cool bag back here. Looks like there's like a box in here. Oh, it's a cool bag within a bag. This, every single like little nook and cranny is filled with bolts and screws. I don't know, like, why would you do this? Whole bag is filled with screws. I saw this cool box back here. Let's see what's inside there. Why? Flashlight. Box reeks, by the way. I mean, I don't know what the heck that tool is. It's a pretty cool looking tool. That is so moldy. But literally, it's all like screws and nails. I mean, if you take in all of the brass and all that, I don't know if that's there's definitely over $100 in just scrap, but I don't want to scrap everything. I guess we didn't go through that box. I just looked up there. It looks like there's more of those, not safes, but little lock boxes. But I could be wrong. I'm often very wrong. So what do we do first? I guess we'll do the lock boxes. Man, no, they're lock boxes. They're pretty dusty. I really hope there's not just screws in here. Oh, also, look at that sign. That's pretty cool. Busch Light sign. It's fine plus screws. All right, that's that. Got a nice cheese box. Why? These are all actually a bunch of like pressure washer bits and stuff down there. Air fittings. I've never seen something like this. I've never seen something like this. Alright. So getting to that car back there. Oh, it's for a fishing rod. I don't know if you see that. Anyway, it's for some fishing rod. It's like a little case. Pretty cool. Didn't see much fishing stuff. Oddball tools. More tools. I can't tell if there's more toolboxes underneath or not. Another one of these Craftsman things. This one feels light. Another mystery box. Pieces to a shaver. A random rock in there. I don't know what that's all about. It's like one of those units where you'd find something super, super cool in one of these things, and it'd be hidden in every single box. So far, I wouldn't say we haven't found anything super, super cool, but every single time I found one of these boxes, it's kind of been not what I expected. Well, kind of caught on pretty quick here. And the rest of here looks like more scrap. Do have a light bulb that has duct tape on it. Quite interesting. Alright, so I don't think this is actually super, super old. I think it's from the 70s. Might be like a Volkswagen Beetle inspired vehicle. Kind of looks like a Volkswagen to you. It's neat, but I don't think it's an old like 1930s piece. It's actually kind of heavy. It's almost like they've made it to try to make it look old. You can kind of see they spray painted the wheels. Just have these pins on them. It's like a hard foam plastic. I mean, it will definitely sell. Don't get me wrong. There's the lawnmower down there. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pack the rest of the van. So the van's actually getting pretty full. We got space. Gets difficult once you get kind of to the end. I made sure to leave this space open once I realized I had to move that piece, the safe, and the mower. But they really jam-packed this 5x10 as best they could. This is definitely not an eviction unit. It's more of just, this is what the guy did. He loved his tools, he loved scrap and small bits and pieces. Just what it is. Alright, let's see what this piece of furniture... it feels like it might have stuff in it. Another can of bolts and screws in the corner. Oh, that's actually nice. And it's filled. What's in there? Rubber band. Some mail from 2025. no handles on this. Try and find a screwdriver. There's no handle. Hopefully this thing works. Alright, now I gotta find a screwdriver. Oh, that sucks. Back in action. This has gotta open. Oh, there we go. Nothing in there. All that for that. I don't want to say what I think is probably in here, but oh wow, a lot of tools. That is amazing. This unit. It's kind of a cool little hatchet. Ooh, that's a good one. No, that might not be a good one. That's a common. It's a common. Made in USA. Can't read it, but it's a common one. I thought the back said made in West Germany, but it doesn't. It says wear safety goggles. Yeah, lots and lots of tools. Amazing, ain't it? That I thought was kind of cool. It's a heart box. I don't know if that box down here might be the same one. Alright. Sorry if I bored anyone with this video. As, I don't know, I kind of expected this stuff, but I kind of expected other stuff. This thing says turn to open. Oh, there we go. Wait, now what? What happens after that? Is it... Give me a second. Oh, it's, it like folds out. What the heck was that? Making sure I'm not getting booby trapped. It's completely loaded. Oh my goodness. How do you lift stuff like this? Jeez. Well, if you ever want a storage unit with tools, this was it. And I'll be honest, you will probably never find a unit with this many tools for 90 bucks ever again. This is just luck of coincidence that I put 2 and 2 together and it kind of paid off while no one else put the 2 and 2 together. If that makes sense. Yeah, completely loaded. Tools up the wazoo. Fiskars, that's actually a good brand. Good chisels. Those guys. Vice grip pliers, whatever you want to call them. That's good to tell if your scrap is brass or copper. I mean, what really adds weight is all these sledgehammers that like just end up in these things. Yeah, there's a bunch of like pipe cutters that are 2 feet long. They're super heavy. No, buddy. I don't know if I broke it. I might have broke this thing. Moving right along. Another box. Oh. What? Oh. That's Six Flags. I thought it was for like the amusement park. This, I don't know what this is made out of. That is super heavy. It has a broken leg. Look at this. It's pretty local. Mac Bulldog. Pretty neat. It's probably like, I would say a low end, probably 20 bucks. I haven't been up to date with all my Mac emblems. They range, like the hood emblems. I don't know if this is a side emblem. They range in price. I'm not up to date with every single one. Different colors. There's a lot. Oh, if you didn't believe me, this is like the bottom of it's like bits and stuff. Files. That I showed you was the only good stuff in there. Unless you need a file, there's about 20 in there. Alright, well, thanks for tagging along with me for this episode. We're down to kind of like the last couple things. So I don't have a brand. Nice hunting jacket. Some more random paperwork down there. Yeah, it's like mail, but not anything really super important. Push mowers over there underneath this guy. And I guess we're down to like one last bin. So let's see what's in the last bin. Oh, if I told you it was in it, you probably wouldn't believe me. Oh, it kind of folds out like an accordion. Oh, now you really screwed up. It's more just random tools and stuff. Bolts and screws. Empty boxes. Yeah. Man, I tell you what, the people at the scrapyard are going to love me tomorrow. Alright. It's a very muggy one today. Schlepping all that, I think I'm really going to feel it tomorrow morning. Alright, time to load up the last couple pieces. Hopefully it fits right there. The mower might be giving me issues. Alright everyone, that's going to wrap it up here for today's episode. As always, tons of fun to do these storage units. This one really got my weight in gold here with lots of metal. I don't know how anyone can save that many screws, nails, bolts, miscellaneous hardware, but it'd be kind of fun to go through every single box off camera, just kind of get everything out of the way, sort what actually has to be scrapped. As you guys saw, there were a lot of tools. I think a lot of them are going to be great for the flea market. I didn't see one Snap-on piece, one Matco piece, so I'm thinking it's really going to be a lot of flea market stuff, but I mean, hey, there could be over 1,000 tools in this unit. At $1 a piece, that's $1,000. Not even including the other oddball stuff we found. I do have a little bag of jewelry I have to go through, but right now I could really use like a cheeseburger, a cheesesteak, salad, Gatorade, something. The smell of oil and metal, I think it's getting to my head a little bit. But anyway, it was fun. Thanks for tagging along. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe down below. Stay tuned for the next treasure hunt. Who knows what kind of abandoned storage unit we might get into, and if you guys enjoyed it, stick around for the next one. Catch you guys for the next episode. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.